Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, and I'm super excited and a little bit more upbeat to do this one because my last one was a little rough and everything. So I hope everything went well over there. But yeah, I'm here to talk about my favorite uh, top 10 EPs from this past year of 2023. And yeah, so trying to do a wrap up of the year and everything. So I'm talking about my favorite EPs, albums, and artists and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy you guys are here. Let's talk about these artists. In the number 10 spot, we have here the band Dead Heat with their EP Endless Torment. Now, this band, I've heard about them for years, but I never checked them out. But in this past year, when I was hanging out in Japan and everything, had a few extra days in March and everything, and one of my friends hit me up saying like, "Hey, if you're gonna be here, go check out this show. Dead Heat's gonna be playing." I was like, "Oh, Dead Heat. I think I've heard of them a couple times. Let's go, adventures. Let's do it." Went and checked them out and everything. Saw them live, killed it. Small DIY venue. It's hot, sweaty. People were vibing, stage diving, getting wild. It was great. Great show, great energy. And so because of that, I kept up with them, checked out their their album from a while back called like I think World War III, World War V. Um, albums can't remember right now and everything. But then they put out this EP and man, pretty good with just like the guitar work on here is so thrashy. Like they really bring that 80s style, like crossover thrashover style and fine tune it really well. They execute it absolutely well. Like they killed it on this one, I think. So I was really stoked and happy to check out this one. So if you're into thrashy crossover style metal hardcore, check the link down below. You'll definitely here we have the band Scarab. Yeah, I think I said that right. Scarab with their demo and everything. I kept seeing their name pop up throughout the year and everything. I just couldn't get a chance to it, and so I was getting like bogged down. I was like, I got to do some more reviews, and I was like, oh wait, my friend, I definitely saw. I think my friend Tina, who does videos for hardcore and stuff and whatnot. Shout out to Tina, you're the best. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I definitely got to check out this band because they're popping off, and I didn't know until a little bit afterwards as I was listening. I was looking them up a little bit. It's the ex vocalist for Year of the Night because those vocals are just visceral, big, bold, and just they stood out so hard on this particular EP with how short it is, how like boomy, banging, and just like balls to the wall, heavy it is, and everything. And I was just like, how is this thing so short and so good and just so tight and everything? So if you're looking for some really like angry, hard vocals that are just destroying everything in their path, check out the demo from Scarab. It's definitely worth it. For making a third appearance on one of my lists, end year list, is the band Salt with their EP For Your Wounds. Genuinely excited about this band because this music they make, short 4 EP that's really catchy, really exciting, captures punk and hardcore in a very good way. Great vocals, great drumming and everything, good ripping guitars and everything, nice bass, and like everything is pretty fun and like enjoyable from this short little EP. So check out Salt. Next, we have the Irish heavyweight hardcore band called Goon DHC. Um, I feel dumb saying this, but when I was listening to it, after I was done with it, I was like, man, I want to be Irish. I want to go like drink and go get crazy and stuff. Cause it's like, this is a really fun EP to listen to because the vocalist does some really cool vocal patterns here and everything. They have really creative riffs and fun like drumming and everything. It's a delightful experience and just surprisingly good for being such a small band in another country that's doing hardcore and everything. So always and forever, I gotta rep Dublin. Dublin hardcore forever, baby. Next here we have a legendary band, 18 Visions, one of the earliest like I want to say metalcore bands, or they were just one in that early 2000 season that was just putting out heavy stuff that was a little bit melodic, a little bit hardcore, and a little bit metal. They were just doing all of it. And when I got into the scene, I think they had just stopped playing, or I feel bad saying fallen off, or they just went on hiatus slash broke up. So I never got to see them, never heard about them until I started listening to older hardcore stuff, get into stuff now and whatnot, and hearing their name pop up a lot. And I was like, oh, I don't know this 18 Visions. I need to check them out. And they put out this EP and everything. and the vocalist sounds so good. James sounds. I listened to some of the older stuff. I think he sounds better now than he did back then. Sounds really, really good in the vocal department, and the guitars here just sound groovier and tighter. And I'm just like, I kind of wish I saw 18 Visions back in the day, but I'm kind of excited to see them with their new material. So I'm caught between two worlds right now. Next, we have this split EP from the band Warren and C4. I kept seeing the band C4 all the time, and I wanted to check them out. And the only thing I could find that was from this year was this split EP they had. I'm going to listen to their older stuff for sure and everything, but I was really surprised by this split EP because Warren's side of the EP is very, like, the vocalist, like, I feel like he sounds like he's singing from like the depths of hell. Like he just sounds so deep, low, and like menacing. And it's the guitars are very explosive here and everything, and just very dark and whatnot. While C4 side is just chaotic and just ripping through it and whatnot, and has some, especially the first song at the end of it, he just says "suck my dick," and just like great writing in terms of lyrics. I think in a funny way that's just super enjoyable, and like well written songs that are pretty tight and everything. I was very surprised by this. So yeah. Split your head open, I think is what the EP is called. I think I might get heat for this one or not. I'm not sure because I've been hearing a lot of people say that this band's like an industry plant. I've listened to them here and there. Still haven't fully listened to all their stuff. I've listened to a couple singles here, and I think they're pretty good and everything. And then this new EP they put out that's just mixing that style of 90s alternative with hardcore punk, and with their vocalist's distinctive vocals from being like really husky, angry vocals to soft, melancholy 90s style, cool alternative music. They blend between these genres really well, and it makes it a very easy listening experience, I think, on this particular EP, which is called Psychedelic Dance Routine. Then we got the band No Cure with their EP, The Commitment to Permanence. And all I can say, it is hard as fuck. And I would say two things, but really one thing, the guitars on here are just straight killer, and just they create such good mosh parts. Like they're all about moshing and being heavy, and it's just freaking amazing with their vocalist just adding some huge weight with his vocals and whatnot. And also they're a straight edge band, like no bias or anything, but I'm straight edge and I love straight edge stuff. So No Cure, I get the hype, I understand it. And I think it's well deserved. Here we have the EP from Better Lovers, God Made Me an Animal. And this really stuck out to me because like it's most of the members from Every Time I Die with some new flair to it and everything. And it was way better than I thought it was gonna be. Like the production sounds really good. The song sounds well structured. They have a lot of not lows, but clean singing, screams and everything. And the flow of the EP is very, very nice and pleasant to listen to. And I got into this because my twin suggested this to me to do a reaction to their new song and everything. And I was like, this is pretty fucking good. And yeah, like overall, it's just super creative songs, I think, here. That even though we don't have Every Time I Die anymore, we still got some good music coming from this side of the railroad tracks, I guess. But yeah. And my favorite EP from this year was the split between Weapon X, or just Weapon X, and World of Pleasure. This is like, I think I've called it God tier level of creativity, catchiness, production, lyricism, vocals, guitar riffs, breakdowns, moshing, everything. And what gets me is like Weapon X takes stuff from World of Pleasure's old songs and incorporates it into their band songs, and same vice versa. They literally, it's a split. They're infusing both of their styles into one another, but yet making their own music and stuff. Like two tracks from each band, and it's just perfect instant repeat of an EP. So yeah, and yeah, so those are my favorite EPs from 2023. Leave a comment down below for your favorite EPs, how you felt about these EP. If you checked them out, you didn't, let me know what you thought and everything. And until next time, guys, bye.
When you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's